if you wear jeans and you go to jail. I think North Korea probably the only country right now. If you watch foreign movies and foreign information, you either get executed or sent to hard labor camps for a decade, over a decade. It's laughable, it's almost funny, and of course it's funny because it's too ridiculous, but imagine being in that country that you don't even have that little autonomy over your body. Hi guys, so welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park. I am a North Korean defector human rights activist. I don't know if you have noticed or not, I'm the girl who's been talking about human rights in North Korea all around the world. Even though the gravity of the situation and the suffering is unimaginable, however, how little the mainstream media is talking about is utterly shocking. Even though this world that we are living in is obsessed with talking about all sorts of rights and what people deserve and not, however, nobody really talks about what people in North Korea deserve. So today I have this really funny clip and I just want you guys to watch it with you guys and want to see what you guys think.
Will skin-tight pants lead to labor camps? In North Korea, known for death, dictator Kim Jong-Un has banned skinny jeans and mullets. There's irony. Banning skinny jeans in a country that's starving. That's like America banning moo-moos. Thank you for that laugh. Apparently the fear is an invasion of a capitalistic lifestyle. That's why he previously banned having enough food. And he fears they'll influence young people, which could lead to his overthrow. Although no one with a mullet has overthrown anything aside from a Coors Light display at a 7-Eleven. Says the North Korean state newspaper, history teaches us a crucial lesson that a country can collapse like a damp wall, regardless of its economic and defense powers, if we do not hold on to our own lifestyle. It's a good point. One thing I've learned living in Manhattan, stay away from damp walls. Other things included in the ban, dyed hair and piercings. And as for Kim's family, they actually support the move, saying, if we don't, he'll kill us. All right, just off topic, Cash, isn't it weird that we don't even think about North Korea anymore?
So, yeah, it is true. If you wear jeans and you go to jail. I think North Korea probably the only country right now. If you watch foreign movies and foreign information, you either get executed or sent to hard labor camps for a decade, over a decade. Even speaking about in a foreign accent, like speaking North Korean in South Korean accent, gets you to jail for 5 years. I used to have a lot of problem with people making fun of North Korean issue. So when I escaped and when I came to the West, it was around 2015, 2016. And I was so shocked because back then, everybody was talking about the Kim Jong-un's haircut and the movie, The Interview. And most of the people do not even consider the North Koreans are human beings. They couldn't even fathom there are people like us being there enslaved by this dictator. And it really got me because I completely get the point of making fun of dictatorship. I think people made fun of Hitler and that was a great thing. People made fun of Stalin. And the fact that we can make fun of Kim Jong-un means that we are free because North Koreans will never die. They were dying trying to make fun of Kim Jong-un and they will never get that. That fact that shows how free we are in this country. But my concern, other concern for just making fun of things is that if something is just only funny, that's all you do with the issue is that you lose the gravity of how serious this thing is affecting actual human lives. Of course, I mean, in this case, this is the things that regime does too bizarre to interpret into 21st century. I don't think even in the 18th century, the government was this control freak. Imagine I don't know, what century would have that been? They were this much paranoid of people, not even letting them wear the pants the way they want to wear, the way they want to talk. the categories this authoritarian thing can go to eliminate your individual liberty is unimaginable. There's no limit to it, right? Now in this country, we are losing rights more and more, like because some speech is offensive to certain groups, so therefore ban the speech. Because of wearing certain things is offensive to some culture, so ban that. We start all from there. But if we getting into that horror, like in this cycle, there is no end to it. Look at North Korea, guys. North Korea didn't begin like this. They were not coming like in the beginning saying you cannot do this, you cannot do this. They all began like, okay, let's get rid of the people who disagrees with the revolution. And then after that happens, okay, let's get rid of the people who doesn't look like the same. Okay, get rid of them. It's a cycle now. North Korea cannot even find the things to ban anymore. So they are banning the skinny jeans and the mullet, the hairstyle. I think it is, I always say that, like when I was going through all my journey, I had to always have hope, right? Otherwise, like why I would not have strength to fight anymore. And even though when I was going through a lot of difficult things, I thought, even this thing doesn't make sense right now, I'm sure everything happens for a reason, and therefore I have to persevere. That was a perspective that kept me going and still keep me going. And sometimes I really question why, if there's a God, why God is allowing North Korea exist. It makes no sense. What is the purpose of this massive suffering of human beings? And sometimes I realize maybe North Korea is an example for the humanity to learn from. When you stop fighting for individual liberty and freedom of speech, this is what happens to you. You even get sent to labor camp for wearing skinny jeans. And it's not only skinny jeans, guys, by the way. Any kind of jean is a symbol of capitalism, so they ban it. And I mean, I can go through the list of things that North Korea bans for the people to do, but then I will never end this video. Rather, I would always say, people asking me, what were you allowed to do? And I always think, I was literally one day I sat down, I just thought about it. What was I allowed to do as a person in North Korea? The only thing that was allowed for me to do was breathing. Other than that, nothing was allowed for me to do. The books that I read, the movies that I watch, the songs that I listen to, the songs that I sing. Even with my own body, I couldn't dance the way that I wanted. Regime taught me how to dance the proper revolutionary socialist dance. I remember when my father got that cancer in the labor camp, and I never knew that was gonna happen to my own family. Death was so near me that I did not know it was gonna be me. And I think people here grew up in freedom. All they know is life with freedom, so they cannot imagine life without freedom. I get that, but I think we gotta learn. That's the thing. The wise people, the reason why we read the books is that the people made a lot of mistakes in the past, and what helps us to read about those and learn from them, so we don't make the same mistakes. And when North Korea lost their freedom, and this is what happened to them, individuals became prisoners. And they do not even have mere right of choosing what pants they want to wear. It's laughable, it's almost funny, and of course it's funny because it's too ridiculous, but imagine being in that country that you don't even have that little autonomy over your body. I am grateful that you guys are here with me fighting for freedom everywhere in this country, in this world. I think freedom is under threat anywhere in this country, in this world right now. It's a frightening, but however, I do believe that there is always hope, and that means we have to continue fighting for freedom. And I think that's better, to be free from authoritarian regimes never gonna end. Is this battle to be free, this battle should continue until we die, and then to the next generation. So thank you guys for always coming to see me and see what's happening to my people, and also educating yourself about how fragile freedom is. If you support what I do, please join my Patreon. There you can ask me questions one-on-one directly. I have Google Hangouts. We get to see one-on-one faces, and we just, really become friends. So I love you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye guys.